This is the Motorola DP1400. No screen, no keypad, just the controls you actually use. In the next few minutes you will know every button on it, how to change channel, how to talk, and what that little light is telling you. Start at the top. On the left is the channel selector knob, which you turn to move between channels. On the right is the on/off volume control knob, which switches the radio on and sets how loud it is. And the antenna, which should always be fitted before you transmit. On the front there are only two things you actually use. The speaker in the middle, and the microphone just below it, which you speak across rather than directly into. There is also an LED indicator at the top of the front panel, and on a radio with no screen that little light does a lot of work, so we will come back to it properly in a moment. Down the side you will find three buttons. The long one is the PTT button, push to talk. Below it are side button 1 and side button 2. Both of those are programmable, so what they do depends on how your dealer has set the radio up. Turning it on is one movement. Rotate the on/off volume control knob clockwise until you hear a click. A tone sounds and the LED lights green. Keep turning clockwise to raise the volume, and back the other way to lower it. To switch off, rotate it anti-clockwise until it clicks again. If you get no tone when it powers up, that just means the tones and alerts function has been switched off. The DP1400 supports up to 32 channels, arranged in 2 zones, with a maximum of 16 channels in each. To change channel, you simply turn the channel selector knob. Each channel is set up by your dealer as either analog or digital, and the knob moves between them the same way. Now, the obvious question on a radio with no screen. How do you know which channel you are on? There is a feature called voice announcement, where the radio speaks the zone and channel out loud every time you change it. On this model, that is genuinely the most useful thing you can ask your dealer to switch on. Failing that, the knob has fixed positions, so most teams just agree that position 1 is the site channel, and so on. Talking is one button. Press and hold the PTT button, speak, then release to listen. If you hear a short tone when you press, wait for it to finish before you start talking, otherwise the first word gets cut off. If you hear a continuous tone instead, you cannot transmit right now, so release and try again. Hold the radio about 3 to 5 centimeters from your mouth and speak across the microphone, not into it. With no display, the LED is how the radio talks back to you. Solid green means it is powering up, or that you are transmitting. Blinking green means it is receiving a call, or there is activity on the channel. Solid yellow means it is monitoring a conventional channel, and blinking yellow means it is scanning. And blinking red is the one to watch, because that is a low battery while transmitting, or a failed self-test. Back to those 2 side buttons. Both are programmed by your dealer, and each one can do a different job on a short press and on a long press. Common choices are scan, monitor, emergency, VOX, power level and battery strength. So if you press a side button and nothing happens at all, it has simply not been assigned yet, and that is a 5-minute job for whoever programmed the radio. 2 are worth asking for by name. Scan, which makes the radio listen across your scan list and stop when it hears traffic, with the yellow LED blinking while it does. And VOX, which is hands-free. With a VOX-capable earpiece or headset connected, the radio transmits whenever it hears your voice, and pressing PTT at any point switches it back off. Finally, the battery. Charge a brand new battery for 14 to 16 hours before you first use it, which sets it up for the rest of its life. Turn the radio off before you put it in the charger. Use a Motorola Solutions charger, because anything else can void the warranty. And the radio is IP54 rated, so dust and splashes are absolutely fine, but it is not designed to be submerged. That is the DP1400. It is a deliberately simple radio, and once you know the knobs, the PTT and the light, there is genuinely nothing else to learn. If you need these programming, or you are looking at a fleet of them, that is what we do.